just over here, just, you know, seeing how heavy the balls are.
Welcome to Tallinn, Estonia.
This is a new country for us on the vlog.
And just us.
And just in life.
I've never been to Estonia before.
Never been here.
We took the overnight ferry in the last video, if you checked that out. If not, you really should. But we took the overnight ferry from Helsinki here to Tallinn.
It was quite the adventure. We got in yesterday on a couple of hours of sleep, so we took it kind of easy yesterday, but now we're going to see as much as we can in Tallinn.
We spent yesterday just kind of getting our bearings straight, resting a little bit, checking out parts of the city. We'll show you some of that later. Today, this morning, we're starting with this amazing view of the city from one of the many lookout points up on the hills here around Tallinn.
Fall has already arrived here. Notice the many layers I have on. But the trees are beautiful, kind of just like making the vibe of the whole city. I think somewhere we're really going to enjoy.
Obviously, Russia is just to the east of Estonia, so you definitely see the influence on architecture and I'm sure in food and culture and things like that.
Hence this building behind us.
Look at this place.
The Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. It was built in 1900, so like all things considered, it's not that old compared to a lot of the other stuff that we're going to see here in Tallinn.
Quite the beautiful building.
Yes.
Are we going inside?
I think we should go in and just see what it's all about, and then we'll check out some older stuff after.
I read these domes described as onion tops recently and thought that's kind of appropriate.
That's actually a great way to describe them.
Very pretty inside.
You're just gonna have to trust us because for some reason they don't want you filming or taking pictures, or anything.
Filming.
But it was very beautiful, very
gorgeous,
gold and gaudy.
This city has a really cool like mix of super old, like medieval.
No, like really old.
Like old architecture, buildings, vibe. But then there's like new stuff and modern and it's clean, it's quiet, it's a quiet city.
I like how quiet it is. And granted, we're here like in the shoulder season and it's a Monday.
Because we're smart.
But even yesterday when we were walking around on the weekend, like people are just quiet.
It's quiet.
It's nice.
We mentioned it's autumn, the leaves. It's very beautiful. It's a nice time of year to be in Estonia.
I don't think cars are allowed like in the main city center either, unless it's like a taxi or something, so.
You're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna go to the main city center in a minute. You're gonna love it. Trust me.
Yeah, you are.
You're gonna love the way it looks. We are just on the outside of the old city wall with all the towers along it. It's really neat here.
There used to be many more towers before it was destroyed over the years.
We learned about towers.
We learned a lot about towers and a whole like underground system of passages.
Many of the museums that we had on our list to go see are closed on Mondays, so we used part of our day yesterday on Sunday to go see our top of the list museum, which is called
Kiek and Kök.
And then the Bastion Tunnels underneath it. So we go up above and we go, what? Let's do the time machine back to yesterday.
Right now we are at the Kiek and Kök Museum, which involves passages underneath the city that we're going to explore, as well as 4 very large towers like the one behind me that we're going to hopefully get to walk up. Let's go see the history of Tallinn underground and above ground. Like a visual display of the old city walls that used to be up here, and you can see there's like multiple towers. This tower that we are in right now, which is the artillery tower, was built in the late 1400s, and there's only a few towers that are still standing. Obviously, it's been many years. This is actually a cool kind of like interactive area. like a kitchen, I think. Oh, there's something on the fire. Something cooking. A cow leg or something.
Are you defending the tower?
Defending the tower, yeah.
Get those invaders, Katrina.
I would have gotten them all. I played enough video games. Just over here, just, you know, seeing how heavy the balls are. This is a iron cannonball, quite heavy. And this is a stone one that has seen better days. Oh, the stone. You could totally survive that.
Hey, Katrina.
Yes.
Normally we climb tall towers on this channel.
Yep.
Today we're climbing medium-sized towers.
But we're climbing 4 of them. So it like compounds into like one normal name, Katrina, climb tall towers. And no victory. Wait, the white dot, right? I'm aiming like right at the dot.
You're a bad shot.
I am.
All right, let me try this. Get in.
Like literally.
One shot.
Are you kidding me?
My eyes are jacked up. Still made the shot. So the kid.
What?
It's like some things I can touch, some things I'm not supposed to touch. I'm a little confused.
I think this might be one of the best and well put together historical museums that we've been in. The way that they kind of like integrate it into the existing towers and passages and stuff like that, it's actually really, really well done. Very interactive. I think this is a must do if you come to Tallinn.
We haven't even seen the underground
I haven't even
yet.
gone underground yet. It's finally time for what you've all been waiting for. We're gonna go underground in the city of Tallinn into the Bastion passages.
Katrina just said it feels moist in here.
When we're going underground, it feels cold and humid. They said it's like 10 to 12 degrees Celsius down here, so it gets a little bit chilly.
Dark passages. No Wi-Fi.
Gas
Don't run.
mask.
Hold on to the handrails.
Oh, they don't mess around with their signage here in Tallinn. Whoa, this is cool. Oh, see, there's like water on the wall. Like we're like in, I mean, we're in a cave basically. So like that's why it feels all wet. Oh, this is gonna be so much better than towers. This is gonna now be Nate and Katrina do underground tunnels.
Descend dark staircases.
Okay, it's more dramatic. Jesus.
So I'm supposed to run without the handrails. Got it. Just kidding. No Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi. Oh, there's a ghost.
These stairs are like all uneven, rugged, just as if it was back in the day. I like it. Mannequins like this are just like so unnecessary. They're so creepy. And look at this one, he's like leaning out towards you. Like, come on. Whoa.
That goes a long way. There's a ghost at the end. Look, you see her?
I do. I mean, I know.
There's a ghost. Look.
I know. I see her.
So in like the 90s, there was homeless people living in here, quite a few of them. And they had to finally try and get them out of here because there was like fights and carbon monoxide poisonings from the fires they were setting in here for warmth.
God.
Yikes. Also, there were punk bands apparently.
Yeah, punks in the passages.
Punks in the passages, like this guy.
80s, yeah.
This guy, my punk rock friend.
Oh my God.
So these passages were mostly used in that, like the 80s is bomb shelters, which makes sense. Cold War, nuclear threat. I still don't actually know why these exist in the first place. I don't know if we've read that yet.
Shouldn't that be like the first thing that they tell you? Maybe we should just know.
It's working backwards.
Did we do this? No, we did this right.
No, they're working backwards. They went from the restoration to the homeless people to the punk rockers and to the ghosts.
Continuing on. Do you think this is haunted?
I mean, I don't really believe in that, but for the story and the vlog, yeah, it's totally haunted. Haunted Tallinn.
So this guy unfortunately ran in these passages and he had to turn into the gas mask guy on the sign. So this is what happens, kids, if you run in these passages for eternity.
Told you there's a ghost. Look, it's a ghost. It's absolutely a ghost.
It is a ghost, you're right. Creepy.
These passages absolutely saved like thousands of people's lives during the war, because Estonia was technically neutral in World War II. It was held by the Soviets, was held by the Germans, was held by the Soviets, so it got bombed a lot, and people came down here to avoid that.
This is the Hall of Death, Katrina.
I think it's just called that because there's a lot of old gravestones and like pieces of them. Me for scale so you can see how large these scary monk guys are. This is the Danish King's Garden, and according to legend, this is where the Danish flag was said to have been born. Estonia was under Danish rule until about the 13th century, so that's why when we were walking around you can kind of see a mix of different types of flags up here, because Estonia's been almost kind of like passed around under different rulers over the years.
Invaders.
Invaders, yeah. But these guys are creepy. Just gonna say that. There's tons of construction going on, like all throughout the city right now. They're fixing these very old cobblestone streets. I would not be able to ride a scooter on these streets. We're now going into the oldest cafe in all of Tallinn.
Possibly Estonia.
Possibly Estonia. The jury is still out on that, so let's go. Cafe opened in 1864, and the floor in here has actually never been changed, which is pretty impressive that that floor is still around over 100 and some odd years later.
I like the ceiling.
I like the ceiling too. It's cozy vibes. Missed breakfast, unfortunately. We're gonna warm up schnitzel and some tomato soup.
It's really unfortunate that Estonia is also going through the great ice shortage of the 21st century, and some of the drinks are not cold enough. Come on. Let's do this. Ice.
Lunch was great. I was actually surprised at how good my food was, because it's kind of a touristy spot. So now time for lunch dessert.
go to the KGB prison cells.
Now you can come back on Wednesday.
And we'll be home in Amsterdam.
Yeah, you will. Maybe next time.
Hey, Katrina.
You want to climb a tall tower?
I knew you were about to say that. We're going up that, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. It's 124 meters, but you know.
How many steps?
I don't know. I don't think you should know. Let's just...
Hey, look, a raccoon sticker.
Oh, I like that raccoon.
These stairs are really tall. They're like a foot up each.
Oh.
Get it? A foot up. Katrina, do you get it?
I got it. I feel like the curved stairs in some way are harder than just like straight up.
I try and go too fast and I get worn out.
And I try and keep up with you and I'm like, why?
Yeah, they literally have a break spot here, little folding chairs.
Not everyone is in as good a shape as us.
Thankfully. I feel like this is such hard work. They should pay me, but yet I paid them €5 to do this. That looks like a ladder.
It is a ladder. This isn't a ladder. These are Dutch stairs. Ah. So we just climbed up. This is St. Olaf's Church. They think it was built back in like the 12th century, but of course was destroyed and, you know, all that history, and rebuilt extensively in the 14th century, which is still extremely old. And it looks like it's still in pretty good shape. And the views up here are amazing. Like, this is the place to come for a view of the city. Those viewing points, they're nice, but if you want to put in a little extra effort, burn off your cinnamon buns, St. Olaf's Church. It's cool up here, you can actually see what's left of the city walls being up so high. I think we found where we went, but you can see all the towers that have kind of the pointed roofs on them. That's all part of the city walls.
Katrina, there's a treasure chest. There's a treasure chest. There's gonna be something valuable in there.
Okay, open it.
I can't open it. You have to open it.
No, I think it's locked.
Of course, you gotta find the key.
Okay.
It's just like Elden Ring.
Let's not get kicked out of this church, Nate.
Finally, we found the club.
So we apparently found the most popular bakery in Tallinn. Everyone's here right now, staring at us. So we just went in the Pulla Bakery. It was very busy. I think everybody had the same idea that we did and got a couple of treats for later. We've already eaten too much today that we're gonna save them for tonight.
Trash cans make the best tripods. It's good stuff. We're in the center of town now. This is the old town hall behind us. It's the oldest old town hall in all of Northern Europe, according to their website.
Isn't that why it's called the Old Town Hall?
I'm not sure if there's a new town hall, but it's a very old building. I don't believe we can go in it today, but we can look at it from the outside and admire its beauty and stature.
You're lucky we can't go in it because you can climb up to the top of that tower.
Only in the summer months. This is a very beautiful center of town. It's the medieval center. I believe they have Christmas markets here during the holiday season.
I think Estonian Christmas markets are supposed to be pretty legit.
There's a Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors over there. I think that's been here for 270 years, something like that.
But it's like they had to adhere to like the color scheme because it's not like hot pink and is it blue?
Yeah, baby blue.
Yeah, it's just like black writing. They had to like make sure to fit in. Very random.
Anyway, I like this town square a lot. The buildings are obviously very old. It's beautiful. This is kind of like the vibe of this, northern Baltic European area with all the different influences, and I'm here for it.
It's a treacherous town square, though. If you look around, I don't know if
But the kids?
Well, the kids are treacherous in the entire world, but here specifically, if you look at the ground, like the streets, they're literally like this.
Nothing's even.
Yeah, there's more like mountainous streets here than there are in the entirety of the Netherlands.
You're just trying to upset people now.
But it is actually, it's quite treacherous.
If you've ever thought to yourself, I never see them eat breakfast on this vlog, this is what we do. We buy pastries the day before and eat them in bed in the morning.
Well,
I think that a pharmacy is like a first-time occurrence on our vlog. I don't think we've ever gone to a pharmacy before.
Because usually a pharmacy is just a pharmacy, but not this pharmacy.
Not this pharmacy.
This pharmacy is the longest continually running pharmacy in the world.
The whole world.
Opened back in 1422.
That is so
What kind of drugs were they
old.
administering in 1422?
I mean, like roots and like ground up
Right?
salts and stuff, probably.
Opium?
I don't do the opium poppies, Katrina.
Like, how interesting, though.
It's super interesting. Let's just take a look inside, see what there is to see.
And you still go get, like, your prescriptions filled here.
Yeah, if you live in Tallinn.
If you live in Tallinn.
You okay, bro? I'm in that club.
We are currently on the oldest street in Tallinn. This is St. Catherine's Passageway, St. Catherine's Street, leading to St. Catherine's Church, which Catherine in Estonian almost looks like Katrina. There's a couple extra vowels in there, but it's close enough.
Well, friendly viewer, we are not lucky enough to get to see St. Catherine's Church because it is completely under construction.
I think that's the church. You can't get in there right
But
now.
someday in the future, you'll be able to come here and see it. Let us know how great it is. Very Game of Thrones here. The Black Forge.
It's the national monument.
The Black
So-
Forge is?
No, the street. This
Oh, the
is
street.
oldest street.
The oldest street, yes. We had dinner yesterday here on the oldest street.
We did.
You didn't even
I
realize.
didn't even realize we've done a bunch of circles today.
It was good. It was Italian and
Yeah.
Estonian. It's
Yeah,
nice.
And then there's this headless chicken place.
We have found another piece of the wall around Tallinn, another tower. I'm not going to climb any more towers. I think we're going to head back to our hotel room and tell you a little story about how we got the hotel room.
Somehow, some way, we got upgraded to the pop-off suite in the Telegraaf Hotel. It's kind of a long story. If you want to know, go to like our Patreon and we'll put the whole story over there for you. It's way too long to put it on here. Just know that we walked in expecting a teeny tiny hotel room and we got all of this, which is awesome after being on a very small ferry room the night before with lack of sleep. So now we have a nice big,
Where's the bed?
we have a nice big bedroom.
Where is the bed, Katrina? There's no bed in this room.
Follow me. A normal sized bed, bedroom. But the coolest thing is there's all of these like little balconies that you can just open up and you can go outside at your own risk. So we're on a corner so you can see over this way and then over that way.
This is not a room tour. Room tours are
There's
banned.
a Jack and Jill bathroom situation going on here. And most importantly, there is a tub, because if you watch our channel, you know Nate loves the bathtub. And this suite actually comes with a sauna.
What?
Yeah, dry sauna.
What?
We haven't used that yet,
What?
but maybe, you know, shower.
Censor the naked women.
Oh yeah, you can't show that. YouTube won't like that. And then here's the Jack and Jill bathroom. And then we're back out to where we started. Very nice surprise. Thank you, hotel gods.
All right, we went to that bakery a little while ago, Pulla Bakery. I'm gonna try the cardamom bun. They didn't have cinnamon buns. Katrina was annoyed at that, so we got a cardamom bun. Skeptical. It's fine. It needs to be cooked a little longer. It's kind of almost doughy in the middle. I don't know, it's okay. The flavor's good, the sugar on the outside's nice. I don't mind cardamom. I'm actually a fan of that flavor. Katrina's not so much. I would give that a 7 out of 10.
Hello and welcome to my TED Talk about cinnamon buns in Estonia. Just kidding. I am not a fan of cardamom buns. That's hard to say. Cardamom buns. So I chose one that was the almond version of this. I can already tell it's like not cooked enough, but let's see.
It's like her oven was too hot.
Her oven was too hot because this one is almost burnt on the top, but then the inside is like super doughy. Like, I don't think that's how they're supposed to be. Sometimes I hate like critiquing these things because I have such a high standard for baked goods and I've eaten a lot of baked goods in my life. So I feel like I'm a pretty like, you know,
Snob.
I'm a snob. I could get a job being a baked good reviewer, but I'd be harsh, so bring your A game. The almond flavor really comes through, but it's not overpowering. I'm okay with this being a little squishier, but you can really see that maybe a few more minutes would have helped. All right.
Rate it.
6.5 out of 10.
Evening has fallen here in Tallinn.
And rain is falling too.
Yeah, a little bit. It's sprinkling.
Falling in Tallinn.
Fallen in Tallinn. It's dinner time. We're winding down our last bit of this long trip. Riga, Helsinki, ferry ride, Tallinn.
If you haven't watched all those other vlogs, go watch them. They're probably entertaining.
So we're going to a place that was recommended to us as being a little gimmicky, but a little bit authentic and fun and good food, and it's right here. It's called the Peppersack.
Peppersack. It smells good. I mean, meat and potatoes, like, you know, it's right up our alley.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Tallinn. That is it. We were done.
This whirlwind trip that we've been on.
It was great. I had a great time. Estonia needs more exploration. We need to come back and like see the country, drive around and hit all the sites.
I'd love to rent a car and like get outside of the cities because it's supposed to be really beautiful.
What I hear.
Tallinn, add it to your list. If you've never been, I really, really enjoyed this city.
There's a lot of talk about like hidden gems. This, I've felt more strongly about Tallinn than any other city we've been to as like kind of a hidden gem.
I would agree with
in
that.
Europe.
Tallinn, man.
Go to
Put it on your
Tallinn.
list. Thanks for watching.